On the day of Pentecost, the Holy Ghost was poured out for the very first time. No one ever received the Spirit in the Gospels. Check it out. John the Baptist was the first preacher of the New Testament, and he said the one coming after would baptize with the Holy Ghost. And yet on Jesus' last moments on earth, in Acts chapter 1, verse 5, this is what Jesus said to the same disciples that have been following him for the last 3.5 years. For John truly baptized with water, but ye shall be baptized with the Holy Ghost not many days hence. And then in verse 8 he said, but ye shall receive power after that the Holy Ghost is come upon you, and ye shall be witnesses unto me, both in Jerusalem and in all Judea and in Samaria and unto the uttermost part of the earth. And so now we're on the day of Pentecost. The Spirit is poured out, and it says, and they were all filled with the Holy Ghost and began to speak with other tongues or languages as the Spirit gave them utterance. The people dwelling at Jerusalem asked the question in verse 6 first, how do we hear every man in our own tongue wherein we were born? And then it lists the various dialects and languages that they spoke. And at the end of that listing, they asked another question, what meaneth this? Peter responds, and in verse 16 he says, but this, what meaneth this? Speaking in other languages, this is that which was spoken by the prophet Joel. In the last days, saith God, I will pour out of my Spirit upon all flesh. And so it's so important for you to recognize and understand that if this, speaking in tongues, equals the Spirit's outpouring, that's kind of like 2 + 2 = 4. That's not going to change. So speaking in tongues equals the Spirit's being poured out. It's the evidence of that first initial infilling of the Holy Ghost. That will never change. This is that.